My name's Zach. I'm a part of InterVarsity staff in San Diego State University and surrounding community colleges. Right now, I am in the fundraising portion of my job, which means I'm looking for people who can come onto my team and support the ministry both through prayer and through funds. Well, I came to know Christ because I was actually raised in a Christian family. It wasn't something that was really personal to me. It was something that my family had, something that a lot of my friends were a part of, and something that I just went by the numbers through, which is very common for a lot of people. When I went to college, I eventually ended up at InterVarsity as a student. And as a student, the staff there and the students there gave me a lot of challenges, both to what it looks like to live out my faith, and they gave me a lot of opportunities to be a part of leadership, to be a part of a mission trip in San Diego City Heights, along with Tijuana. And that was actually where I think a lot of things catalyzed for me. A lot of things became more real, and a lot of head knowledge became heart knowledge. In particular, there was one man who I met who, when I spoke to him, I recognized that he was homeless, and I had the chance to give him some food. And one of the things that he told me was, this food that you gave me is more than just food. It's actually an act of love. And for what you're doing, I love you. I told him that I loved him as well, and after that, he actually pointed to the rest of my missions team and said, now go and love your family. That was really the moment that I realized what it means to be Christian, what it means to follow Jesus, and what it means to emulate him. Doing these things not because it's just something that he wanted us to do, not just because it's something he wants us to do, but because this is what Heart of Love wants to do. So the big thing that InterVarsity is about, especially in San Diego, is being a ministry that reaches every campus culture with the gospel of Jesus. What that looks like is us making as many multiplicative small groups as we can, giving students the opportunity to lead these small groups, to get into spiritual conversations with people on campus, and being able to make them world changers, making them, even more than that, make them influential, faith-based world influencers. There are a lot of students who go to San Diego State and they view it as a place where they can explore new things. In a lot of ways that is good, but in a lot of ways that can be detrimental. For students who do have faith backgrounds in Christianity and know who Jesus is, a lot of them do view the 4 years there as a time that's a blind spot for them, a time where they just get to explore, a time where they get to party as much as they want. And through that, San Diego State has actually become a pretty dark place in some ways. There have been students that have overdosed, students who have died to sickness, a student who committed suicide. And in that, a lot of that, I look at it and I just imagine what would happen if we were able to reach those students who came there for these specific purposes, but were able to see who Jesus was. So through InterVarsity, we're serving the students of the area. In San Diego State, that's 35,000 students, 29,000 which are undergrad. Including the surrounding community colleges, that's 180,000 students total. With our chapter, we're able to actually see over 80 faith decisions in my senior year. But if you look at the whole scale of all the students that we want to reach, there's so many more that we want to be able to serve. Right now as I fundraise, my needs include being able to meet people who will support me and be a part of my team through prayer, through connections, and even through finances. My current financial goal is $54,000 per year. If anyone wants to be able to be connected with me, they can always connect with me through email, ZacharyWong94@gmail.com. And I would say for any churches around San Diego, we could always use more churches to partner with, because there are always students that need a good church. Because InterVarsity, it's a campus ministry, but it's not a church, and we want to be able to plug these students in as much as we can. If you'd like to support me financially, you could go to the InterVarsity website, and you can find me there as Zach Wong. From that website, you could set up a reoccurring gift, or if you'd like, you could also set up a one-time donation, and both would be a huge blessing.